Look over here.
Ew.
Hello.
Oh, wow. We're giving
Hello.
two very different fans today.
Yes, you're giving Le Grand Dame, I'm giving Mayhem.
Well, period. Not to be confused with Miller.
Yeah, not Miller,
Gaga
but
team.
Lady Gaga Mayhem.
Period. Period. As it should be. But, well, no, shout out to Mayhem Miller also, but
Yes.
Mayhem Miller, Queen of the Party, Mayhem, Gaga, Party.
It all comes together.
Brazilian fans screaming and crying outside of Lady Gaga's hotel today.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that clip?
No, I have not, but like it doesn't surprise me.
Oh, those poor babies. Oh, those poor, just fabulous wailing woman in heels and a Gaga t-shirt and nothing else. Just Gaga. It's beautifully haunting. It really is. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about some looks. So, hola. Bienvenidos a the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. And welcome to...
Look over here.
Our exclusive companion series, where we're diving into looks from episode 6 of MorbiDrags, Reinas Malditas. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Gay. Y de algo gay. Gay. I finished my tea, actually, so I'm just now drinking some water. But I always have my cup mug on hand, LanaGCreations.etsy.com. Link is in the description below. Thank you.
Yes. And hola, I am Eduardo, the Mexican representative of this podcast. I am here to talk shit and get hit. I am not drinking anything, but I am still really excited to talk about all of these looks because I think this is one of the stronger weeks that we've had with MorbiDrags. So I'm really excited to talk about it.
Totally. Absolutely. And I would agree with that completely. I think overall, the Morbids are learning, they're improving, and I'm very happy to see it. So we are going to dive into these beautiful, fabulous, and wonderful looks and presentations from our Morbids this week. Before we do, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things drag. Currently, that is MorbiDrags. And if you did not check out our recap with the beautifully, wonderfully witchy and rotten Aradia von Rotten, make sure to go check that out. It was an absolute delight. Loved having her on, even if she made us change the schedule 4 fucking times for her. We still did have a great fucking time with her.
Yes.
So make sure to check out the recap with her, as well as the past 2 recaps that we have done with Dystopia Monumental and Luxie Luu. Make sure to go check those out as well. And we are covering RuPaul's Drag Race All-Star Season 10. So if you've not checked out our 3-part cast assessment for that, make sure to go check that out. That is available on the channel as well. And make sure to check out the description below, where you can find all of our audio podcast links, as well as our other YouTube channels, our Patreon, our social media, merch link. All those are down below as well. So without further ado, we're gonna dive into looks. Ooh.
Well, Alex is wearing like a cool shirt. That's cool. I like the beads.
Yep.
I still don't know what Rico is wearing. Like I get the reference, but like the pants are wild. I don't know how to feel about the pants. But yeah, overall they look good, like they always do. And Jessic going for child drag is wild, but you know what? I get it.
I didn't like it.
I didn't like it either, but like I understand why we chose to do that. But at the same time, like it's a no for me. I know you've been really enjoying Agnesic's look so far, so this is...
Yeah, this one, I get it for the concept and the situation that we're going for here on this occasion, but it was a no for me this week for Agnesik. But I get it, and I appreciate the commitment, as always, to the concept and to the morbid ball that we are exhibiting every week. So appreciate the concept, didn't love the execution for me personally as a viewer. But
I agree.
That's beyond the
And I also agree with Rebecca. The stickers should be more naked.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Please.
YouTube, so that, there's only so much they can show, but blurring costs a lot, but fair.
Fine, whatever. But
I
I'll find
know.
their OnlyFans. It's fine.
That's fine. I'll find it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Judges and also conclaves and also holy
Yeah.
trinities and also Rebecca the Ballet.
Yes. Well, Rebecca is here. She showed up. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Anyways, Kovac looks great. Kovac, I think, is my standout of the judges this episode because this is like really intricate, and I really, really appreciate everything that's going on with the eyeballs, and I think it's really busy, but it really, really works as well. I think he looks really good, and it's still sexy, which is what Kovac really likes to do. He likes to show off those muscles and that body that he has, and you can still see it under all of that makeup, and I'm guessing it's also a bodysuit. So he still looks really good with it. And I also will always appreciate the nakedness of Midas. So Midas also looks great, and Aradia does as well. Um, and I also really enjoyed that Astra called herself a prolapse. I appreciated that. I thought that was funny. I thought that was great. Shout out. Shout out to Astra. Astra always looks good. Astra always looks fucking good.
I was so happy that Astra was back. I missed
Yes.
Astra. I miss Astra. I needed some more feminine energy. Not that there isn't enough already, I'm gonna be honest, but I needed some trans energy, I'm gonna be honest. And I loved it. I loved having Astra back, representing for the prolapse community, and I thank you. And I thank you for that, Astra. Yeah, Astra looks great. Arcana and Paradox going for something a little bit more simple, maybe a little bit more demure, and I'm not too mad at it. I think they both looked really lovely. My standout for this week, actually, overall, was Midas.
Okay.
I really enjoyed what Midas had going on this week. It was very simple, to the point. The titties were out, and I loved it. Big fan. But it was shaping and sculpting the chest in a really nice way. I always like seeing his chest too, so I'm not mad at it. Kovac also looked really great. I would maybe say they were both kind of my standouts for this week, kind of for the same reason. Like, if you have the body, show off the fucking body.
Yeah.
Like, and this week specifically for both of them, the body was bodying, and I loved to see it from both of them. Aradia looked beautiful as always. I loved her makeup here. I thought the overall ensemble was very creepy. I thought she looked absolutely stunning in every possible way. So loved it. And I made a dedicated slide to Rebecca de Baile because Rebecca de Baile.
Because we love Rebecca. Rebecca, she may not have looked the best, but you know what? She was the best.
She didn't need to
in that guest judging. Like, she is the best guest judge that we've had.
I need these pants, actually.
That's fair.
These fringe pants. I need these fringe pants, actually.
Yes.
They so good. But she's an icon. She's a legend, and she is the moment. Now, come on now. I loved every moment of Rebecca de Baile. Love Rebecca de Baile. But we
need more.
Yes. Capitulo 6. Enemigos Imaginarios.
Yes. Imaginary enemies. There you go.
What? I would have
to
never
all of those that don't understand, just in case. It's very simple.
David.
Yeah, just making sure.
Yeah.
Let's move on to...
First up, Gouda von Cheese.
I actually really like this look. I appreciate what she has underneath it as well. I thought it was really giving me the vibe that I kind of wanted, of that mixture of the cuteness of the imaginary friend and the darkness of, like, of course, it being an enemy and an evil being. And so that did work really well. But I do agree with what the judges were saying. I feel like the performance was a little messy when she was trying to take off the coat. Her hands got stuck in the in it, so unfortunately she couldn't take it off as seamlessly. And when she was hitting the stickers weren't going with the hits, and that's more of like a problem of the stickers rather than a problem with Gouda. But since she chose to have them on stage, it is a part of her performance, and it
Mhm.
does take a little bit away from it. But I think overall she does look good. I like this face. I like this blue face that she chose to do. I think overall Gouda looks good. I think the performance was maybe just the only thing that was missing, and it did take away some points for me, unfortunately.
Yeah, I do have to agree. I think the performance overall was really, really good. Where it let me down was with the stickers. I wish the stickers were on stage with her for about half the time that she had them, just because I do think eventually they did start to impede on the overall performance. I do agree with that. The makeup here is really, really great. I actually wish there was a bit more dimension in the blue. I would have liked a little bit more contouring with like a darker teal color, or even a pure blue would have been fine for me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have minded that, but the eye makeup is great. Goda's makeup is always incredible, so I'm not too mad at it. The lip is great. I like the headpiece here. I like the addition of this like velvet or velour headpiece here with all of the other situation going on, and then the velour bodysuit underneath. I think all of that was really, really good. The textures and the fabrics going on in this piece that we're looking at here was really, really good as well. All of the fabrics here work together. The garment and the ensemble was really, really strong from Gouda. It was just the performance that did let me down overall.
Yeah.
So, but overall, another solid ensemble from Gouda.
Mm-hmm.
Scores
80.
79.
Yes.
Next up, Dystopia Monumental.
Okay. Dystopia taking a massive shit on stage is wild. Absolutely wild behavior. And you know what? I live. I
Yeah,
absolutely live. Because you
yeah.
know how some girls jokingly say, if you have to shit on stage, do it. Dystopia proved that you can do it. And that you can get away with it and do it well. I appreciate a lot of this look. I really like the graphicness of it. I wish she herself was the imaginary monster, but I don't mind the fact that she chose not to do it because this visual is still really striking and really good. I think the actual little monster, the Gizmo, they called it. I think Gizmo is really adorable as well, but also gives me really disgusting vibe, which is exactly what she was going for. And when she turned around and showed us that poop stain, I was disgusted, which is exactly what she was going for. So it worked. That like everything that she wanted us to feel, I felt, and therefore I think she did a really good job. I think Dystopia has a pretty good ensemble here.
I mean, this dumb bitch.
Mm-hmm.
This absolutely dumb bitch. I love this. I love every single bit of this. I think it's so dumb and stupid in the best way. The one big critique that I had, I actually did agree with Rebecca. There were some moments like in the
Mm-hmm.
back of the garment where it did lose the illusion ever so slightly. There were some details that I wish were fleshed out a little bit more, pun intended. Um, but the ensemble overall is very, very good. I do love um that she changed the concept kind of last minute because of
Mm-hmm.
what she was talking about on stage with like kind of Kovac, kind of switching things up because of a dream that she had, and I kind of really enjoy that. I like how overall the makeup is seamless with the headpiece. There's a couple of details that are not as perfectly seamless as I would have liked them to be, but with that
Mm-hmm.
being said, I think overall it's pretty solid. And I'm not too mad at this whatsoever. So job well done, Dystopia, as per usual.
Mm-hmm.
Scores.
85.
I gave her a 93.
Oh. good. That's good.
Next up, Sandovalisima.
Well, the idea of this is there. I understand what we're going for. I just don't think it was executed as well as it could have been, unfortunately. I think there is some parts of this that are not really giving me what I wanted it to give. Like, I think my favorite part is, of course, the monster, but I also really enjoy the little strands of hair that are sticking up from the wig. I think that is like pretty good structuring of the actual hair in and of itself. Um, I think the bandage of the brain looks a little too big. I think the actual outfit in and of itself is a little too plain and a little too simple. And like it feels like an afterthought a little bit. So it just feels like there isn't much through line going on here. Like she still looks good, but like I wanted a lot more from Sandovalisima.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do agree. Um, it's not a bad ensemble, all things considered. Her presentation was just a bit too rushed as well. Like
Hmm.
it felt a little clunky. This is where, like with Sandovalisima, one of my biggest struggles, and I loved her last week, and I praised her, and she was my Morbilicious last week, and I absolutely loved it. But this is one problem that I have had with her all season is that her performances are very fast.
Hmm.
And I wish she would take the time to just slow down, get comfortable on stage. It doesn't really feel like she's all that comfortable on stage. And I would like to see her feel more comfortable on the stage and
Hmm.
feel more comfortable performing and feel her energy.
Yeah.
And right now I don't see that from her. The ensemble is fine, a little, clunky, but yeah, it's not the worst thing in the
Hmm.
world. But it certainly was, not
Yeah.
bad, but not great by any means.
Yeah. No.
Scores.
70.
63.
Fair.
Maely Fish.
All right. I Yet again, I like the idea and I like the concept. I just don't know how well executed it was. I think the actual like not blank I was about to say blanket, but the actual like hood that she has on with the cape, I think is feels like an afterthought. It doesn't give me dark, morbid issues. It doesn't give me the Krampus vibe that I would want it to give, unfortunately. And I know that Krampus is just like a copy of Santa, but darker. And so that's what I kind of wanted it to give in everything. And it unfortunately doesn't really hit all of the marks there. It also felt like the top part of her outfit, once she reveals, is it's just a harness, unfortunately. I do like the pants. I think the pants are nice and cool. And I like the beard, I like the makeup, I like the hair, but it does feel like there's pieces of this missing and like yet again, this just feels a little bit like an afterthought, unfortunately. So I like the idea, but I don't think the execution was quite there, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, I like what we're seeing here in this photo.
Hmm.
In this photo, I don't mind necessarily what's going on. The beard is fine, the robe is fine, but this for me feels incredibly, it feels costumey to me,
Hmm.
unfortunately. And then underneath it's, a skirt and a harness. And that's kind of all it is for me. The makeup is very good. I'm going to give her the props for the makeup because the makeup is very good. It's very monstrous. I did really appreciate that from her. Um, so that's just where I was at
Hmm.
with that. The monster is improving from Maely, and
Yeah.
that's my number one positive that I want to highlight from Maely here is that the monstrousness and the morbid side of Maely is certainly improving, and I was so happy to see it. I've been so happy to see that, and there was certainly a lot of that in this character and in this presentation. But overall, the ensemble just felt a little costumey, and a little too costumey for my liking, unfortunately. Scores.
73.
I gave Maely a 60.
That's fair.
Yeah. You looked good, though, girl. You did look good.
Yeah.
Satan.
I mean, come on now. Yet again, the judges said the only bad thing I can say about this, which is the shoes. Because, girl, you know, if you can't wear the heel, don't wear it. And that's okay. Not all of us can wear the heels. Sometimes they're too high, sometimes they're too uncomfortable. And with this look, I agree with the judges. It would have worked if you went like barefoot. So I think it would have looked fine without it. With that small little critique being there, this look is amazing. This look is beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's dark. It's scary. It gives me everything that I wanted to give. I really like how dirty the gown is. It looks so used and so old, and I really, really appreciate that. And the makeup is really striking as well. It's the eyes. The eyes really give me something here. It's really giving me like sunken eyes, dead body, which I really appreciate. I think these horns look great. I think Satan did a really, really good job. I just think, unfortunately, she did fall while she was performing a little bit, which I do have to take like 2 points away from it. But other than that, amazing. Really well done.
That's my motherfucking girl. I've been saying it every week. I've been saying it since the preseason. Y'all let her go last in the draft? For what?
We didn't know.
For what? For what motherfucking reason, bitch?
We didn't know she was gonna give what she's giving.
For
And
what?
she proved us wrong.
That's my girl. That's my girl. That's my motherfucking girl. I love this.
Yes.
I love this. I love this. No notes. I have literally nothing to say other than bitch. 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 Bitch.
Yes.
8-1 down. Let that sink in.
Yes, bitch.
4.
92.
Bitch, you already know what it is. Oh.
Yes.
I don't
Absolutely.
need anything else other than I don't know what the fuck this is, but bitch, I'm entertained.
Absolutely.
I don't need to know what this is to know that it's good drag, period.
Oh, yes.
That's all. Next up, our dear, sweet, darling angel of life, Sattiva Lean.
Well, you know, I feel like I am grading this look on a little bit of a curve because knowing that she had to do this very last minute does make me change the way that I am looking at it a little bit and does make me respect it a little bit more than I normally would. Because do I think this is a very simple look? Yes, I do. But for the fact that Sattiva did this very last minute and with not a lot of materials to really work with, I think she pulled off a good look. Like, this is pretty good for something that was done very last minute that you didn't know that you had to make. It does also mix that cuteness with that darkness that I have been saying that I like and that I wanted from this category. So it does give off that energy as well, which I appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the most complex outfit ever? No. Is it the most beautiful outfit ever? No.
No.
But yet again, I keep saying it. Doing it this very last minute is a feat in and of itself, so I will give her props for that. And I still think she looks good. I still think she pulled off a pretty decent look.
Honestly, yeah, I agree with that. Knowing what we know about, the designer not coming through, which designers make your fucking garments for the girls that are going to pay you to be on TV. Okay, thanks.
It's your
Go
fucking
hear my full
job.
rant in the recap. Go do your fucking job. But that's beyond the point. For her having to make this last minute and doing as well as she did, I'm genuinely really impressed with this look. The concept is so good. I love like having the bare head and the arms as kind of the base of the look, and then having all of like the cuddly toys kind of sewn on. I think is really good, and then having the legs as well. Like, I think all of it really works for me. And then having this like this nude bodysuit underneath. Like, is it simple? Yeah. Is it the best, constructed look of all time? No. But does it work kinda?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it works kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kinda works. I'm kinda living.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad, baby. It's not bad. The one thing I will say is that the head kind of popping back and forward when she was presenting it on the runway wasn't the best thing in the world. But again, baby, you made it there. So, like, whatever. I'm not going to judge you too harshly on that. So, work, baby.
Yeah.
Scores.
75.
Also a 75.
Perfect. Good job.
Androgina.
Okay. I really like the concept of this look. I think touching on this subject is something that we have touched on before, but I always appreciate having this conversation of, don't touch children. What the fuck is wrong with you? And so I appreciate always having the ability to talk about it and being open about it. I like the fact that she does look a little bit like a spider with all of the hands. It is creepy, and I like the squiggliness of all of the hands. I will say the actual bodysuit in and of itself is just a little plain, and you can see the undergarments underneath it, so it is a little sheer, which does take me a little bit out of the fantasy, but it's not too bad. I don't mind the fact that we are repeating wigs because I didn't remember whose wig this was or if I've seen it before, honestly. So
It was
I cannot.
Satan's.
When?
For the werewolf look that was not supposed to be a werewolf.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I had forgotten about that look because I don't want to remember that look.
It was a very
But...
specific wig, and I clocked it immediately. I wasn't mad at it either, honestly. Like, I didn't care.
Yeah, I personally don't care if you're a drag queen and you are re-wearing a wig or if you're wearing a friend's wig. I don't mind, and the wig goes with this outfit, so it looks good. I just my only issue is, as I've said, the fact that the body is sheer and therefore you can see the undergarments underneath it and you can see some black. So that's my only issue. But other than that, I think that Androgina looks really good.
Yeah, I like this. I will say this is not my absolute favorite thing from Androgina. Let me make that very clear. But overall, it's a very solid look. I love this wig for this look. So I don't care that it's, somebody else's wig that she's using for this runway. I don't care personally because the wig really works for the outfit and the overall ensemble. So sure, whatever. I love the concept. Like you said, we've talked about this concept before. I love that we're bringing it back here for this look because it did really work. The presentation was absolutely lovely. I wish some of the arms weren't drooping as much, but that's just a construction thing that I'm not, she made it. So I'm presuming she made it. So I'm not going to be, too harsh on it. And the one thing I've said the whole season that I do really love about what Androgina does is that everything is so conceptual and so handmade in that beautifully crafty way that I do love about her. So, there is this like completely making your own kind of, your own kind of drag situation here going on with Androgina. The makeup is gorgeous. The ensemble is gorgeous. The presentation was great. Love it. Scores.
83.
I gave her an 80.
Fair.
Well, speaking of the bitch that was just here, Aradia von Rotten.
I mean, I don't know if it's just a simple fact that we just had Aradia, and now I know that she is one of the most kind human beings that I've ever met, or the fact that like she was one of the first queens to like bring attention to us, that I love her so much, and so seeing her grow so much makes me so excited, and like my bias is really showing here, maybe, I don't know, but I think this is my favorite look of the night. It really was giving me exactly what I was asking for. Yet again, I keep repeating myself, I keep beating the dead horse. It's giving the creepy and the cute at the same time. I really enjoyed this makeup. I know that Rebecca said that this looks like Longe Moco, and I don't really see that. We talked about it in the episode. Go check it out about what this she was referencing someone specific, and I really, really appreciate that reference. And I think the construction of this is really good. I really like this slight androgyny that there is here as well with the hair going on. The presentation is really what really elevated for me. The ball coming out at first, I was like, oh, I'm already living. I already know that I'm gonna get some good presentation. And she presented it so well. It was so well done. I didn't even clock that it was a fake arm until she brought out the demon. Like, it was good. That means that you did your job well. So Aradia, congratulations. Well done. You should have received a pin for this, honestly. I'm so sad that you didn't. But I give you all the props in the world. Well done. This is amazing.
Mama, there's a demon behind you. There's a demon behind you, Mama.
Mama, there's a paper mache demon behind you.
Mama, there's a paper mache demon behind you.
And it looks so good.
It does look really good. Now, I was really, really happy with Dystopia here. Not Dystopia. Jesus Christ. Aradia.
There you go.
I'm thinking about our guests that we've had on recently. Plus, Aradia's makeup here does kind of look like what Dystopia's makeup was this week. They both went grayscale, so that's where...
Yeah.
Bitch, I'm tired. Let me live.
That's okay.
Yeah, no. I love this from Aradia. I love this so much. She looks so good. I was so thrilled with this. The garment is lovely. The fake arm is lovely. The demon puppet that was made was so good. All of the elements, like the wig is good. The makeup is the best makeup Aradia has had the entire season. Like, the garment is so good. The red ruffle trims have been so good. Like, everything about it is just so good. And I was really, really happy to see it from Aradia here. Definitely my favorite Aradia look so far. Thrilled. Absolutely thrilled.
Yeah.
Scores.
97.
94. Because I wish that the length of the sleeves was just a little bit longer. Just a little
That's
bit.
fair.
Maybe an extra tier, but
Yeah.
next up, C-Facto.
I mean, C-Facto is always given to us. C-Facto will always look good. And yet again, I don't know if this is my bias talking for C-Facto because I love her so much. But, like, I just think she can do no wrong, truly. And this look truly is it's a work of art, truly. The sculpting of it is really well done. I really appreciate this headpiece with the Ojos de Dios in there. I really, really appreciated it. I really thought that this idea was so conceptual, so out of the box, something that I didn't expect for it to be brought onto MorbiDrags, and I was really like the fact that it works. I really, really appreciated it. It looks beautiful. It's so gorgeous. I really have no notes about this. I really have no notes about this. This is my second favorite. This is absolutely incredible.
Oh, I mean, look at the material. Come on now.
Mhm.
Like, it's so good. So impressed. So beyond impressed.
Mhm.
Beyond impressed. Fucking thrilled. This
Yes.
is so good. This is so good. I mean,
Mhm.
the presentation, the character, the look. The one thing I will say is I wish we saw more of the face.
Yeah, that's her.
I just wish we saw more of the face. That's what.
Mhm.
That's all. That's all I wish. That's the number one critique I have with the look is, I just wish we saw more of the face.
Yeah.
Because for me, it does take away from the fantasy a little bit, but
Mhm.
overall, not bad. Not bad at all. So,
I agree.
scores
95.
93.
Mhm.
Next
Oh,
up is Ambrose.
Ambrose. I feel bad at this point. I feel bad because like I really like this episode specifically. We got to learn a lot about Ambrose, and we got to learn a lot about their point of view and their story, and it makes me want to root for Ambrose. But when you come out in a look like this, you make it really hard because this look is just not giving, unfortunately. I do appreciate that Ambrose was the one that wore the most colors, and I like this color palette. I really like the neon pinks and the neon blues and the yellows. But the actual outfit in and of itself just feels not great. Like the actual jacket just feels like a jacket that they bought somewhere. The skirt just feels like a very simple skirt, and then the reveal was just yet again a harness and some underwear and some stuff there, but like it wasn't fully giving me imaginary friend monster. Like if I try to spin it into something, I could come up with something, but the story wasn't really going there, and I wish she had a different hair here. I believe she used her real hair here,
I think
which
so, yeah.
I understand doing that in some of the looks, but I just don't think this look really makes it work. I think a different hair would have helped this look a little bit more. The makeup is good. I think I'm not one to really be super harsh on the makeup, so I don't see a lot of flaws, so therefore it's okay. But the outfit in and of itself is not my favorite. There's just not much that I enjoy about this, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm going to talk about what I do like about this. There is a childlike whimsicality to the concept that I really do enjoy. Conceptually, Ambrose has given some really great concepts this season, and continually I am always like really intrigued to see what Ambrose is going to come up with every week. Like every week it's like, oh, concept, I really enjoy it. Like, and it's always an out of the box concept that I'm always surprised by what Ambrose is going to bring conceptually, where their mind goes when it comes to, the specific, Morbi ball categories. I'm always very intrigued to see where Ambrose's brain is going to go. And I love that I love that they went with the bright colors, because no one else really went super, super bright neon for this Morbi ball. And I really appreciate that. The whimsicality is great. The performance was very good. And I'm going to give Ambrose major props for being sick and performing and doing the best that they can, given the fact that, they were sick, under the weather, not doing the best that they could, but still giving as much as they possibly could in this scenario. And I'm going to give major props for that, because it's never easy to perform your best when you're not feeling your best. The look is not my favorite. That's where I'm going to leave it. The look is not my favorite. Any part of it, not my favorite. But I'm going to give major props for the concept and for the presentation being as good as it was. So, scores.
Unfortunately, 34.
I gave it a 37.
Yeah.
And last up, Luxie Luu.
I mean, you said it. She proved us wrong from last episode.
Thank God, baby. You said last week you were going to come back and you were going to do something better, and you did. Thank you.
This is good. This is definitely one of my favorites of this week. It's in my top 3, top 4. It's so good. I keep beating the dead horse, and I keep doing it. The cuteness mixed with the darkness works here, and I really like the face on the chest. I think it's silly and a little stupid, but I always really enjoy when queens use the mouth guard that like spreads open your mouth. I always really, really enjoy that, because it always gives this darkness about it, and I really enjoy how it looks here. I love the spikes here. I love the black mixed with the lavender purple here as well. I think that's a great color combination. I think the makeup is also really strong here. It's so good, and the presentation really elevated it as well. I thought the crawling on the floor was dark. It was scary, but I felt very similarly to the judges. I was like, please just take a moment to at least stand so that I can see the full look. And she sure did that. And so I think she used the stage to her advantage, like a true theater person. They always teach you, use the whole stage. And I truly think that Luxie did that. She used the entire stage, and she did it really well. I think the use of the sticker was also really good. The storyline was there. The look is there. This is really, really good. Well done, Luxie. You did a really good job.
Yes, bitch. You better work, bitch. See what I did there?
Yes.
I love this. I love every single bit of this. The fake blood detailing is so good. The furry detailing is so good. I love the plush moments that we've gotten from Luxie. We got the rabbit. We've now gotten this kind of goat rabbit character kind of again. This sheep character. I've really enjoyed seeing these characters from Luxie, and I like that their kind of monstrous side is a little bit more animalistic. I like seeing that side of it. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. I'm glad that they have also taken a lot of the critique on from the judges, and have seemingly taken a lot of the stuff on from Conejo Blanco as well, and have really kind of absorbed in a lot of the performance critiques, because they're another one that have really improved their performance as well. Yeah, the mouth guard situation is all good. The spikes are great. All of it is just a really, really job well done. The one thing I will say as a critique for this look specifically is I just wish there was a little bit more goriness and a little bit more bloodiness and maybe a little bit more rough around the edges, because the look feels a little too clean to me. Just with the character and the presentation that Luxie gave, I just wanted it a little bit messier.
Yeah,
just
like a little dirtier.
Not a little dirtier, not a whole lot, but maybe in the mouth guard, maybe in the ears, maybe on the paws, just a little dirtier, just to give a little something.
Yeah, you're right.
Just a little bit of something. Nothing huge, just a little bit of something. But overall, job well done, my love.
Good job.
Scores.
93.
94.
Yes. Good job.
Well, that is that on that for this here occasion. So with that being said, thank you for joining us for this look over here for episode 6 of MorbiDrags Reinas Malditas. We'll be back next week to talk about episode 7, where we will have another special guest for the recap. So make sure to tune in for that. You'll have to see who it is. And spoiler, it is not Luxie, Dystopia, or Aradia. So you now have a 1 in 8 shot at figuring out who it is. Let us know who you think it might be in the comments down below. In the meantime, like we said, make sure to check out our recap episode for episode 6 with the beautiful and devilishly rotten Aradia von Rotten. And in the meantime, subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to all 4 of our channels. We are trying to hit 1,000 new subscribers by the end of the year across all 4 of our channels. And your support means the absolute world to us. So thank you very much for that. And check out the description where you can find all of our audio podcast links, as well as the links to our other channels, our Patreon, our social media, and where you can get your merch, including but not limited to cup mug. And with all that being said, we are going to go ahead and get out of here. So cheers, Morbids.
Cheers.
Woo.